Okay, I think we're back. Hopefully, someone said, let's try this again, shall we? Yes, let's try. Hopefully this is better. Hopefully it's a little bit clearer. Everyone can follow along a little bit easier. And we'll get started. Okay. So, are we good to go? Yeah? Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're actually starting with our, wow, focus. There we go. Oh, that's the inside. There we go. We're, just to get back to the same ground, we're on the sculpted taper coffin extra long. That's what we're using here. Okay. Oh, perfect. People are saying that it's working better. That's good. Okay, good. So what we just did was she sized the tip, made sure it went sidewall to sidewall, and then she makes sure to file the base end so it fit my cuticle shape perfectly. Okay. Perfect. And then now we're gonna go into step 1, which is our pH bonder. It's gonna dehydrate our nail plate. Rebalance the pH. Perfect. Can you gel color on top of these like normal Gelx? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely you can. Next up is our acid-free gel primer. Creates a nice tacky layer for our Extend Gel to adhere on. Perfect. Does Aprés plan on releasing refills for the short coffin line? Yes, absolutely. All of our tips should have refill bags. And then next is gonna be our Extend Gel. Now here is something that everyone should kind of be aware of. Because these tips are so sculpted, if you have flatter nail beds like I do, you're gonna wanna double up on your Extend Gel. Do 2 coats instead of 1. So that way when you apply the tip, it's not gonna have so much of a heat spike because you're not putting on so much gel on the underside of the tip. So we're gonna do the first coat. Perfect. And remember, you don't have to do it so thick. You can do a nice thin layer. And then we're gonna cure this. 30 seconds. And an LED light. And then someone asked, Create by Ashley asked, why do they only offer sculpted? No, we have our Aprés Neutral Gelx tips, and those come in both sculpted and natural. So you can absolutely find natural styles. Chaun Legends tips, they are sculpted because that's actually his signature look, but we also have different neutral Gelx tips that come in both natural and sculpted. So you absolutely have a lot of choices. Okay, and then we're gonna do a second coat of Extend Gel, and this is just to prevent a heat spike from putting too much Extend Gel underneath the sculpted Gelx tip. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna do a different layer so you can see it got a little bit thicker on the nail. Okay. Are these similar to the base color nails you had before? It's a little bit similar. That product you're talking about is the Yoko tips, and those actually had a mix of different colors. This is just the one color in the box, so that way you know that you don't have to worry about like, oh, my favorite color ran out, or I don't have enough of this color. You're gonna have the same color all the way through. Okay, perfect. And then we're going to, so now what she's doing is she's measuring the tip to see how much of the tip she needs to use Gelx Prep on. So she wants to use as much Gelx Prep, which is a dustless chemical prep method, onto the tip so that she can do the proper length to cover the entire natural nail. So she's gonna take her Gelx Prep and she's gonna scrub into the Gelx tip. So you can see that she's scrubbing. You don't wanna apply this like nail polish because you really wanna see and feel the texture change, and you can actually see that happening. Can you just buy the box of tips? Absolutely. Any of the tip styles that we talked about today, from Chaun Legend to our own Aprés Neutral Gelx tips, they are absolutely available for sale on their own. Okay, perfect. So now she's gonna apply some Extend Gel to the underside of this tip. And remember, we don't have to apply as much now because she had done 2 layers of Extend Gel onto the natural nail. So this will help prevent heat spikes. Okay, perfect. And then we're going to add our bead of Extend Gel, as you can see. And then she's gonna apply this onto my natural nail. Okay. Perfect. So you can see the natural nail, it looks a little bit thicker because we have 2 layers of the Extend Gel, which is gonna help. And then we're gonna apply now at a 45-degree angle and gently pressing down. And again, like I mentioned before, we're going to want to, oh, that's no problem. See, that's another thing. That's actually a good thing that happened. Sometimes you don't put enough Extend Gel, and that's okay. You'd rather scrape it off, add a little bit more, than try to press down really hard to get the Extend Gel to flow to the free edge, right? So this is another good tip here too. Okay, perfect. So we're applying at a 45-degree angle. And then we're gonna gently press down. And we're gonna cure it with our Omega light. Are you going to save this live? We always save all of our lives. Do not worry, we always save all of our lives. Okay. And then, and you can see that she's moving the X light around to make sure that we avoid any heat spikes. Because again, this is a sculpted tip, so there is a little bit more Extend Gel. And remember, as she does this, she's going to make sure that once she feels that that portion of the nail is cured, she's gonna start moving her thumb and moving the light around so that all of the nail bed is exposed to the light and it cures evenly. Okay, perfect. What length is the educator wearing? Oh, perfect. What length she's wearing? I think a natural round medium?
Yeah.
Yeah, natural round medium. Yeah, oh, in Lila, so that's the shade. Perfect. So you can see she's rotating the light, making sure to maintain steady pressure on the nail so that it fully cures and nothing lifts. Awesome. Look at that, beautiful, absolutely flawless. And then we're gonna do a full cure in the lamp. And when we do the full cure, we're gonna do a minute because again, this has pigment in it. And so you're gonna wanna have to fully cure this to make sure that it's actually secure on the nail. Okay, perfect. Yes, please save this. We will, of course we will save this. Will this be the only color for Chaun's collection? Yes, this is actually Chaun's signature color that he's chosen for this. It's a beautiful, very wearable pink. Okay, let's see. If there's any other questions, please let me know. We can answer this while we're waiting for my nail to cure. How long can it last? Okay, well, with proper prep and application, any Gelx set, whether they're neutrals or whether they're clear, can last like 2 to 4 weeks. But of course, some people can last a little bit longer than that as well. We don't usually recommend longer than that because after a while, you know, the apex starts moving down the nail bed and it can cause your nail to break or snap. So 2 to 4 weeks is usually very good. Okay. Can you make extra short stiletto? They're just too long when you're not some Insta model. The real Christy Spaeth. Okay, well, please keep an eye out. I'm not gonna say anything, but extra short has certainly been in the works for a while. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our medium comb bit and we're gonna run it around the cuticle end of the nail. And this is to take out any excess gel that might have seeped out during the curing process. That happens every so often. It's hard to see all angles of the nail every single time you're doing all 10 fingers, right? So this is just a good way to clean it up, give us a nice finish. Look at that, beautiful. Perfect. What is this tool? Is it up portable? So she's using her E-file, but she's using our medium comb bit for the bit. All right, and then she's gonna take her diamond file and she's gonna finish file. And the great thing about our diamond file is that because it's so thin, it can tuck in beautifully into the sidewalls. Look at how thin that is. So it can really tuck in, give that really nice, sharp, crisp finish, which every coffin shape really needs. And then we're gonna brush off the dust. Perfect. And then the dual purpose of Gelx Prep is it preps the underside of the tip, but it also preps the surface. So if you scrub onto the top of the surface, this is what you're gonna need to do before you apply top coat. If you were to apply top coat just straight onto the Gelx tip, because it's so smooth, it would just peel right off. So this is why we need to do this. And of course, if you wanted to use this as a base for nail art, you would do this step and then go straight into nail art. But today we're gonna kind of rock the My Nails But Better MNBB look and just do some top coat. And what she's doing here is she's being really careful to make sure that she gets Gelx Prep all along the free edge as well and the sidewalls so that the top coat doesn't have a chance to really peel off from any angle. Okay, and then we're gonna use our classic top gel coat. Can you do a live doing a full set, I think is what you mean? Yeah, that's definitely something we can do if you guys are interested in seeing a full set. I won't complain. I'll get a free set of nails done during the live then. How do you remove the extension? Okay, great question. So what you do is you're going to file down the extension, take off most of the bulk, and then you're going to cut it down, and then you're going to wrap in acetone and foil and wait about 10 to 15 minutes, and then you're just going to push it off. Someone wants a live demonstrating a fill. That's a really great suggestion. We can definitely do that. And you can see how beautiful and shiny this top coat looks. We're gonna do a cure. Queen of the Claw says these are gorgeous. I'm so glad you think so. We're so excited for these. We think they're beautiful and so wearable too. Okay, is it bad for gel to cure on the skin? My God, what a good question. Yes, it is bad for the gel to cure on the skin. Any gel, regardless of whether it's ours or another brand's, you don't want any nail product to cure on the skin because repeated exposure to any gel product can cause contact dermatitis. So you want to be very, very careful. Okay, perfect. Then we're gonna now finish file just to give it a nice clean edge. Someone asked a really great question. What's the difference between sculpted and natural? Great question. The difference is that sculpted has a much higher apex, much higher arch, and natural has a flatter, wider shape. So sculpted can actually work for both natural and curved nail beds, but for curved nail beds, we recommend just wearing sculpted. What is the tool to use to cure the nail before you go in the... Oh, she's using our Omega lamp or Omega light. It's a really great light to flash cure. You can see, handheld, and it's rechargeable with our Alpha 2-in-1 lamp. Okay, so you can see the final look, how gorgeous they are. You can see the shape. This is what a sculpted shape looks like. You can see that nice high arch. It looks very much like an acrylic set. Look at that, so beautiful. And very wearable pink. And a beautiful coffin shape, taper coffin shape. This is such a hard shape to be able to build out on your own in acrylic or hard gel. And with Gelx, it's already done for you. And then, of course, because Chaun shapes come in two different styles, we have our taper coffin and we have our double XL square. We wanted to make sure we showed off both shapes. So we have another model here to showcase our double XL square. Perfect. So you can see the two different shapes. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, perfect. And what's the difference in length comparing long coffin to sculpted? Okay, so if you want to see, taper coffin long is a little bit shorter. The square is an XX long, extra long. So it is a little bit longer. Okay, perfect. Thank you, model. Okay. Oh, someone says they second the full set video. Okay, that's definitely something we can work on, guys. If that's what you guys really want to see, there's absolutely something we can do. Will there be an XL square in the shade Maisie? I don't think that's likely. But you know, if you guys really, always let us know what you guys want. That's always something that we can work on if there is something that... someone said there's no fills with the system. There are fills with the system, Paulina, what are you talking about? We have our soft gel builder that allows for fills. You absolutely can do that. So we can do fills on Gelx, absolutely you can. With our neutral collection, it is a little bit harder to do fills because there is color and our soft gel builder is clear, but you can absolutely do fills and then put color over the top of them. So, absolutely. What did you use before the top coat? We used Gelx Prep. We used, oopsie. Oh. We used Gelx Prep. This is our dustless chemical prep method. Okay, perfect. Someone said these are a must-have. I'm so glad you think that. Okay, and then will we make the regular neutral nails in this color? No, this is an exclusive color for Chaun only. Only Chaun Legend tips will have these colors. Whoopsie. There we go. It's a beautiful color too. Okay, perfect. And then of course, you guys, don't forget, I can't obviously forget our neutrals, Aprés neutrals collection as well in 4 different shades. We have Maisie here, our most popular shade actually. So we have 4 different shades here and they're actually available with their own neutrals kit. So please check those out as well too. Is it recommended I get the natural or sculpted if working with different clients? Absolutely, what a great question. Yes, you should get you should get both natural and sculpted because you never know what kind of nail bed your clients are gonna have and you wanna be able to cater to all of them. Okay, perfect. All right, everyone, thank you so much for your questions. I really appreciate everyone joining us for our live, even though we had a little bit of a technical difficulty through the middle. But don't worry, we're going to save this so you guys can go back, watch it in full without any other little hiccups. And please grab either our Aprés Neutrals Gelx tips or Chaun Legends Neutral Gelx tips. And of course, don't forget, they come in kits too. So if you're new to all of this, it's a really great way to start. And of course, thank you so much for your suggestions. We will definitely be doing lives throughout the month, throughout the year, accompanying every launch. But of course, we can also do things to showcase different techniques, different hacks, different sets that you can do with our Gelx tips. And you know, you guys have already had great suggestions during this live, so we could definitely get started on that as well. So thank you guys again for coming out today for our live. Please grab a box or a kit today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.